It's about that time, guys. Let's go. 2024 NFL playoff predictions. I'm going through the whole thing. Every game. Whole playoffs. Let's go. 2024 NFL playoff predictions, guys. This is going to be awesome. It's going to be totally valid, too. This is what's going to actually happen. Let's go. Of course, please like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy the edition of the 2024 NFL playoff predictions. Yep, we have all the teams in it. 14 teams, 13 to be eliminated, 1 to be crowned a Super Bowl champion. This is going to be awesome, guys. I'm going through everything. I'm going to give you all my predictions, obviously. And yeah, this is not the actual thing we're using. We're using an actual freaking bracket. I mean, I love playoff predictors. They're great and all, but like, this is just kind of lame. I'm sorry. Like, again, great job, guys. But yeah. I'm just going to show you this because the actual thing, I don't think I'm like allowed to, at least this part of it. But whatever. I'll get into my predictions, obviously. I'll tell you who's going to win the Super Bowl every single round. It shouldn't be that long of a video, but yeah, I'll tell you who's going to win every game. Do a little bit of analysis, but again, that kind of defeats the purpose of doing the previews of all the games, which will come out on Saturday. All the games, because again, I won't be here for the weekend. So maybe I post a video about if the Rams or something like that happens on Sunday night. So until then, but I guess we'll see. Again, we'll have another video coming out as well tomorrow. But tonight, I'll be going through and giving you my playoff predictions. Let's get right into it, starting with our first game, which will be the first game of the playoffs in the Browns and Texans. Alright, guys, yes, and of course, the first game we're going to get into is the Texans and Browns, which, again, will be the first game of the playoffs. But, again, who do I think is going to win? Well, let's look at both these teams. Of course, the Browns, again, as an offense, they were like, I don't know, 8, something like that. They were pretty good in scoring offense. Again, they scored a good amount of points. Probably because of their defense, because, again, if you look at this defense, they, in yards per game, the Browns are the best defense in the league. They have an elite pass defense. They have an elite rush defense. Maybe not as good, but even like scoring defense, they're really good. Not as good, obviously. They're like down here, but they're still really good. Again, look at the Browns. One of the best defenses in the league, or actually probably the best, you could argue. I'd say second best. Offensively, again, Joe Flacco has gotten them a lot of explosive plays. And again, their defense has been, not their defense, what it's called. Their running game has been a little inconsistent, but it's still pretty good. Obviously, though, Texans, on the other hand, again, they have the rookie sensation in C.J. Stroud, who's just been completely bonkers this year. No one expected him to do this again. This is a team that's way ahead of schedule, and somehow won the AFC South because, again, they got some help from Jacksonville. But it wasn't like they didn't deserve to be in the playoffs because they did earn that playoff spot with that thrilling win last Saturday. So, Saturday night. So, again, Texans, rookie of the year quarterback probably in C.J. Stroud. You could argue even a rookie of the year in Will Anderson. Again, one of the brightest teams in the whole entire league, one of the brightest coaches in D'Amico Ryans. Again, if they win this game, it would just be cherry on top. But I'm going to be honest, guys, I don't think they're going to win. I'm going to take it to the Browns. I do think this Texans offense could move the football on them a little bit. But the problem is, defensively, I really don't trust them at all. They're a very inconsistent group at times. At other times, they're very good. But, guys, like, to be completely honest, they will have a hard time consistently stopping that what is called Browns offense, considering they gave 36 points to them when they didn't have 3 of their best players for most of the game. Again, they completely blew them out. Browns against Texans. Again, they didn't even have their kicker or their punter in this game. Very bizarre game. But yeah, the Browns, of course, on Christmas Eve went in to Houston and completely stomped on them. Again, I get the fact they didn't have what is called C.J. Stroud, but guys, when a team puts up 36 on you, again, you're gonna have to have a really good second performance. I could absolutely see the Texans winning this game, but again, it's just a little far-fetched in my opinion, just because again they aren't way ahead of schedule and they haven't played in the playoffs with this team yet. I'll be very interested to see if they can win, because again, if they are, it would be like a Cincinnati Bengal type of thing. And again, no rookie quarterback I really can remember. Again, outside of maybe, yeah, of course, Brock Purdy last year, but like legitimately has carried his team this far. Again, great job for C.J. Stroud this season. All right, next game we will be doing is the Chiefs and Dolphins, of course, another wild card game. Chiefs, of course, coming at the 3 seed. Dolphins are the 6 seed. Again, you look at both these teams throughout the season. Chiefs, again, they've had an offensive struggle for sure this year. Again, they of course with this offense relying on Yak really ever since the what is called 2021. It's been a lot of them not being able to use that Yak yardage because again they just don't have any guys capable of running those. Again, there's a lot of other stuff that's into it as well. But if they can start running the football, they can be really good. Obviously. Again, defensively, they're one of the best teams in the league as well. The Chiefs' defense is freaking legit. They're the best. No, that's offensively. There we go. Defensively, the Chiefs Okay, there we go. Have the second best scoring defense in the NFL, and they are one of the best passing and no, I would say rushing defense. They're one of the best passing defenses in the whole entire league too. They are a really good group, and it's gonna be tough for the Dolphins to score on them. Of course, they finished the season, I think, as the best scoring offense in the league. Maybe not the best. No, they were second to the Cowboys, but basically they were the best scoring offense in the league. Of course, they had that insane season in terms of yardage, over 400 yards per game. This is a Dolphins team that you do not want to mess with, obviously. But again, when you look at it, I'm gonna be coming out. It's kind of easy for me with this Chiefs team. Again, the Dolphins could win, but guys, it's gonna be negatives. And the Dolphins have sucked in cold weather for like ever. And obviously, Tua, he doesn't like the cold really at all. He sucked like bad outside of the one game in Buffalo last year, and they still lost in cold weather. It's really bad there. Again, they're super banged up. I would not be surprised if the Chiefs ran the ball like the Bills did against the Cowboys back in Week 15. And then, even then, guys, when you look at both these teams, they played earlier this year, and again, the Chiefs' offense was one of their worst games of the season. They still won because again they were up 20. They got shut out in the second half and still won, guys. And this is when the Dolphins were really actually fully healthy. So the fact that again the Chiefs again still won this game, they were kind of crap. It just shows how good their defense is. And again, with it being negative out in Kansas City, I really don't see a situation where this Dolphins team can put up a really competitive fight on both sides of the football. I'm not saying they can't win this game, but I would be surprised if they were able to go on Arrowhead and put it together a consistent game plan. Considering how the Chiefs are very physical up front, and again, on the other side of the ball, the Chiefs are going to figure out something. So, I'm going to give this one to the Chiefs. It definitely could be a very close game, but I'll, again, give it to them. And then, again, we'll keep going. Again, we'll talk about this for the preview on Saturday, but Bills and Steelers, this game is pretty straightforward for me. Again, against Steelers, of course, they're starting Mason Rudolph, again, after that 3-game winning streak they had with him. But, guys, like the Steelers, let's be honest, are kind of like the Dolphins last year. Again, they're on their third quarterback. Again, this game, honestly, could definitely be close, because, again, the Bills are usually tending to play teams close, but with how hot they are, they've won 5 in a row. Their defense is really good. Offensively, again, they're a little inconsistent, but again, they'll be able to run the ball with it being so cold. Steelers, again, won't have TJ Watt, which is their best player. He's of course, one of the best, if not the best edge rusher in the entire NFL. He probably is the best. I will give this one to the Bills. Again, I don't expect it to be particularly close either. I mean, maybe the Steelers pull off an upset. They've done it in the past. But then again, they haven't won a playoff game since way back in 2017. It would be a shock for me if they won this game. I'll be honest, guys. Again, I wouldn't be like completely like dying, but it would definitely be a shock considering how well the Bills are playing right now. And that's your AFC side. Of course, going to the NFC now. Our next game, of course, the game that again everyone wants to talk about outside of this game, obviously the game of the what it's called playoffs or the wild card round. We got the Cowboys and Packers. This of course this looks a lot more lopsided than I think it will be. Of course, you look at both these teams. Cowboys are the best scoring offense in the entire NFL, and of course, what it's called their defense is also pretty good. As well. Again, they are home. They haven't lost a home game since week 1 of last year against Tom Brady when Dak Prescott snapped his thumb. So, kind of tells you what type of game this will probably be. But then again, the Packers own the Cowboys, and you could arguably said the same thing back in 2017 when the Cowboys were the number 1 seed in the NFC. They were the best team in the entire NFL. And, no, second best team in the entire NFL. I forgot about the Patriots. But that year. And, of course, the Cowboys choked and lost to the Packers. Of course, 34-31. And you can't forget about this Packers team. They can score points, and they have a quarterback in, Jordan Love that ain't going to mess around. He's going to put up numbers. It's just going to happen. Obviously, he has had a very, very good second half of the year. Again, after Week 7, he's been great. After, the first 7-game season, he's been great. Last 10, he's been awesome, of course. I'd be pretty surprised if the Packers won, but I'm still going to take them. Want to know why? Because, again, the Packers own the freaking Cowboys. They did the same thing back in 2017. I don't know why they can't do it now. Again, this would be freaking ridiculous considering, again, no 7 seed has ever won a game, in this NFL Super Wildcard weekend in the newer postseason format. I would be surprised if the Packers won this game, but of course I'm going to pick them because screw the Cowboys, and, well, we need more memes. So, yeah, I'm picking the freaking Packers. I don't care. Alright, now we go to our next game, which is the Sunday night, just storybook game, of course, with Matt Stafford returning to Detroit to face his former team in the Detroit Lions. And, of course, Jared Goff looking to get back at the Rams, who, of course, traded him, or really dumped him off in Detroit, where he's flourished. And, of course, the Lions have a chance to win their first playoff game since the dinosaurs were around, 30 years ago, but still the dinosaurs were around. And, obviously, on the other side, again, the Lions, 12-5. First NFC North title, first home playoff game since, again, the dinosaurs were around. Rams, again, I don't know how the hell they're in the playoffs, guys. They were 3-6 going into their bye week. After that, they've just gone completely freaking bonkers. 7 out of 8, they've been great. Again, you look at how the last time these two quarterbacks played in Matt Stafford and, Yeah. Matt Stafford versus Jared Goff. Jared Goff threw 2 picks. Again, the Rams did have Jalen Ramsey, so that kind of tells you. But yeah, of course, you look at it, this game was crazy. Matt Stafford was awesome in this game against his former team. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't know which secondary's better, the Lions this year or the Lions when they were 0-7. I'm gonna be honest, I probably would say that secondary because their secondary is pretty freaking bad this year. Again, they do have Kirby Joseph, but like that's not gonna say much when your corners can't cover. Cooper Kupp had 10 for 156, 2 touchdowns, a season-long 59-yard catch as well. So, again, DeAndre Swift also had a 64-yard touchdown, something like that. But in this game, the Rams will have the advantage in terms of the passing game. The Rams secondary is at least okay. The Lions suck. Again, the Lions will probably have some big play downfield if they are able to get that running game going. Rams on the other side, they're going to need to run the football, obviously. Again, they've done really good jobs against some elite run defenses this year, over the past 8 weeks. But this Lions run defense, I think, is a different animal. The guys up the middle, I get the fact they don't have a Lee McNeil. If they had a Lee McNeil, I don't think the Rams are running the football on the Lions. But again, with the Lions being at home, the crowd being bonkers, I'm still freaking picking the Rams. What am I talking about? But yeah, the Rams are going to win this game. I will say this though, this game's gonna be super close. I would expect something crazy to happen. Like, I don't know. First things first, the way I think the Rams are gonna lose this football game is their special teams just completely blowing up. Whether that's a Donovan Peoples-Jones or Khalif Raymond touchdown return, kick return. I mean punt return. I don't freaking care. A block punt. A freaking muff field goal. I don't even care. Something like that. That's how the Rams are going to lose this game, if they're going to lose it. But I think they're going to win. Offensively, again, if they don't completely, if Stafford doesn't completely go haywire in some of the on some throws, he should be fine. And obviously, our running game has been awesome the past 8 weeks. Get that going. We should be fine. All right, now the worst game of the week. We got the Bucs and the Eagles. All right, I don't freaking want to predict this game. It just completely sucks. Simple as that. Again, neither of these teams are going to do anything. Again, you look at the Eagles. I mean, they're there, I guess. But obviously, they've been the worst team in the NFL over the past 6 weeks. Outside of, the team that's going to, of course, win the Super Bowl, the Panthers. Yeah, no way. But still, yeah, the Eagles are definitely a very interesting team in this game. Again, you look at it, they're playing the Bucs, who do not deserve to win their division. Again, if you haven't seen it yet, the graphic. The Bengals went 9-8 and were last in their division. The Bucs were 9-8 and questionable 9-8 and still won their division. So that's pretty ridiculous. But, yeah, the Bucs, they're not playing that well, obviously, offensively at least. Defensively, that's how they're going to win this football game against this Eagles offense. That's a complete train wreck right now. Eagles defense isn't very good either, so, I mean, the Bucs can put up points. Yeah, you bet I'm taking the Bucs in this game. I mean, it's going to probably be a very close game. You could definitely say the Eagles were like the Bucs, the Cowboys last year coming into this game. But then again, the Cowboys weren't a train wreck going in that game, even though they did lose, back-to-back, something like that. But the Eagles are definitely, again, should win this game. But guys, they've lost 5 out of the last 6. They're a bad team right now. Like, I really don't trust them at all. They absolutely could definitely shock us. I mean, not shock us, but like show us they're decent at least and win this game. But I see it being a struggle fest. I don't know, 16-13, something like that. But the Bucs do come on top and get revenge from the only really blowout win the Eagles have had, which of course was back in week 3. Because again, if you don't remember, the Bucs and Eagles played in week 3 on Monday Night Football. And Jalen Hurts wasn't very good, though. Like, he had a couple of downfield throws, again, one to Alameda Zaccheaus. But, again, Baker struggled big time in this game. They couldn't run the football. The Bucs do have a much better running game now, so I would definitely think that would probably be a difference. Again, the Bucs did get blown out in this game. I'll put it like that. Like, the Eagles definitely took it to them. But then again, the Eagles, I don't expect them to. I do think the Bucs are going to win this game. Back over to it. Now we look at what it's called. These other now we go to the second round, of course, the divisional round. I expect this game to be on Saturday night. That game to cap off the weekend. So if this game to be on Saturday night, I gotta take the Browns, guys. Again, just history with the Ravens. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest, guys. The Ravens. I get the Ravens have been. They're good in close games. Their defense is a lot even better than they were back in 2019. Yeah. Again, Lamar's so developed this past weekend. He's matured. This Browns defense is the only defense that has given Lamar any sort of fits all year, like, consistently. Obviously, the Steelers back in week 5, yes, but guys, they're not beating the Bills. So, the Browns are the only team that have played the Ravens. And gone into Baltimore and legitimately beat them outside of getting that week 3 game. Yeah, that's really the only other game. The Colts did it, but the Browns, neck and neck when the Ravens were rolling. Again, they won 10 of their last 11 before, again, the last game of the season. The Ravens, again, were red hot. The only team to beat them, Browns. Again, you look at it, again, offensively, it was not the most pretty game for the Browns, but look at it. Third quarter, they put it together, and they ended up winning that game. I'm going to do it again. That defense, again, is super freaking good. And Joe Flacco in the playoffs is just different, so that's really what I got there. I do think the Browns are going to win this game, which is crazy. Again, huge upset, obviously, but Joe Flacco's freaking going to the AFC Championship. I'm calling it right now. Biggest upset of the playoffs. All right, they're going to go there. All right, Niners, probably the next game, I'll probably say Niners-Packers. No, wait, this game might be the 4:30 game. Honestly, I'd say this could probably be Saturday night. So this game could be on ESPN and ABC probably at like, I don't know, 4 like this game might be at 3 o'clock on Sunday. I'm gonna probably say this game would probably be I don't know. This game might kick off the playoffs. Let's say it does. I don't know. Fox has always had that 1 seed game at what is called late window, but I think this might be. Again, this is just such a headline game that probably will get the what is called primetime window on Saturday. But I'm killing this. Really don't know. So 49ers Packers is the next game we're gonna do. You gotta pick the 49ers, guys. I mean, I love the Packers and all. Like, again, I really want you guys to beat the Cowboys, but the likelihood that you go into Dallas and win and into San Francisco and win is like second to none. I mean, that's just crazy, guys. The Niners, again, I can see you beating the Cowboys, but like the fact that you can go into San Fran and win is just crazy. You've gotten completely owned there. Again, on the playoffs at least, it's been rough for you guys there. I mean, you could win, but Jordan Love would have to go off. Your defense would have to not suck, which I do expect them to suck against the Cowboys. I'm not expecting this Packers defense to do much of anything in the playoffs. I mean, maybe a couple stops, maybe a turnover would be nice, but I'm expecting Jordan Love to go off in this offense to be crazy good with Aaron Jones. Yeah, you're not doing that 2 weeks in a row against the Niners. That's just not happening. And now, again, the Bucs and Rams game. So if this is like perfect scenario for the Rams, just so you know. I'll put it like that. And you bet I'm taking them. Again, you look at it, the Rams have already gone to Tampa and won, with the Bucs having Tom Brady, let alone Baker Mayfield, of course, was their quarterback last year. Another good storyline. But, of course, the Rams haven't played the Bucs since last year. Of course, that was when they sucked, so we won't talk about that. But, of course, they played them in the playoff, in the divisional round 2 years ago. And, of course, Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp saved them from a freaking collapse. So, I mean, that's great. But if the Rams and Bucs do meet, I think the Rams will win. Probably going to be a closer game than might anticipated. The Rams offense might not play their best game because, again, the Bucs do have a very good defense. But obviously, offensively for the Bucs, they're going to have their struggles. They're probably going to have a couple turnovers. They're probably going to botch some stuff. So, yeah, give me the Rams in that one. All right, Bills and Chiefs. Give me the freaking Chiefs because, again, this more than likely Mahomes, if he's going to get to the Super Bowl, he's going to have to play at least one road playoff game. If he doesn't, I'd be freaking shocked. And again, he's more than likely going to have to play a road game for the first time in his career in the playoffs. I'm going to Buffalo for the 3rd straight year, and the Bills losing either, again, in the division round for the 3rd straight year. This game, I think, will be heartbreaking. Very similar to that divisional round 2 years ago. I'm not saying the Bills can't win it. They probably will. This game's going to be freaking down to the wire. But I think it's actually more defensive than people would give it credit for because, again, the Chiefs' offense sucks. But the Bills' offense hasn't been exactly consistent either. You can't, you got to remember that. This Bills' offense isn't anything, world-beating. So, I think it'll definitely be a defensive battle. A couple bad turnovers. Both quarterbacks making dumb mistakes. But I do think the Chiefs will go into Buffalo and get this win. It'll be freaking cold, but Chiefs do get it done. And looking at the AFC Championship, will be the first on what is called NFL Conference Championship weekend or Sunday. I'm gonna take the Chiefs because I mean, guys, it would be the Browns in the Super Bowl was just crazy. I'm sorry, that's the best way I can put it. The Browns in the Super Bowl is nuts, and also the Chiefs have beaten better Browns teams they beat a better Browns team back in 2021. Maybe not even better, or a more consistent Browns team, something like that. But yeah, the Chiefs obviously. If they have a game like this, and obviously I want to follow that pattern that they've had since Mahomes has become their starting quarterback, so I will have them going to the Super Bowl. I'll bet them on doing it. Again, they are not a likely team to go to the Super Bowl because, again, of what they've done on offense this year, which has been completely crap, but I'm going to take them there. All right, Niners-Rams. So, again, look at it. Rams snapped that what is called losing streak to the Niners in Week 18 last week. Again, it was against the backups. Rams backups were in 2. Don't forget about that. But if we're going to be, I'm being completely honest, again, the Niners are a much better team than the Rams at this point. Talent-wise, so much better. But I don't freaking care. We're going to the damn Super Bowl. It's pretty simple why, though, in my opinion. The Rams play the Niners better than any other team in the entire NFL. You look at it, outside, of course, the Ravens. The Ravens are legit. But, yeah, I think, again, you look at it, the Rams already beat the Niners 2 years ago in the NFC Championship. Will they do it this year? I'd be pretty freaking pumped if they did. It would not be likely to do. The Niners have been the most talented team in the league all year. Not the best team, the most talented, though. And I'd be shocked if this actually happened. But I gotta believe in my guys. I'm going with the Rams here. And if they're gonna get to the damn Super Bowl, why don't the hell they win it? Yeah, I'm freaking picking the Rams to win the damn Super Bowl. I don't care what you said. I don't care what I freaking predicted at the beginning of the season. The Rams are winning the Super Bowl. See you later. And see you for the preview on Saturday. There are my predictions. I'm all in, guys. Rams are winning the whole damn thing.
Trying to take Riddick one-on-one in space.
Bring in another extra offensive lineman, and look at this. It is a touchdown to Taylor Decker, who was eligible.
Unbelievable pass by Taylor Decker. Good job of Taylor Decker not getting excited, making sure he looks that ball in before he goes.